All right, citizens one and all, welcome back to a Fallout video. Fallout 76 here. Let's talk about Fallout first. What is it? It's a monthly subscription. It's $12.99 a month plus tax. So for me, I bought it for 1 month only because this is not something I'm going to keep up with. I don't play Fallout enough lately. But for me, it wound up being like $14.50 due to taxes, etc. But Fallout First is a membership to Fallout 76. Provides you with little bonuses. You get 1,650 atoms a month. You get access to a few unique emotes and stuff. Oh god, where's the button? Oh, there it is. So you have unique emotes, custom emotes, which I did not equip apparently, and little quirky things like that. Stuff I don't necessarily care about. I had interest in... Oh, there was one. Oh god. Vanity speaks to everybody. So I had interest in the survival tent, which you do place by hitting scroll wheel and T. And it can definitely go closer than other things. Oh my lord, is that going to play the whole time? Oy vey. Survival tent. It can go much closer to things than bases can, which is cool. You do a little pop-up. Another big thing that it comes with is a private server, which we are on right now. It comes with 8 slots, you plus 7 buddies, which is pretty neat. I can see doing some custom events if I were to stream this a little more regularly again. Inviting people in to hang out, to have a safe space to play, etc. Although everywhere is safe now, kind of. Now that survival mode is gone, I think. But my initial thoughts, the price point is a bit high. I would have liked to see an introductory price for the first year for like $9.99 a month, even $4.99 a month. It's more believable, but you know, the argument there is then this is like you're not paying for the server anymore. I don't think the server should be part of the Fallout First package. I think the server should be separate. And I think that Fallout First should be offered as like a cheaper alternative, a subscription alternative, with the option to add private server to it would be what I would think. So I would say $4.99, $5.99 minus the server, $12.99 with the server, something like that would be cool. But so then you get the tent, like I said. The best thing about it is the scrap box, which is a separate entity storage, and it has an unlimited amount of space for scrap, which I think is going to be a driving factor for those of us that do like to just go for things away. A little insight here as well. My stash box, now 166 pounds. I moved out literally 700 pounds of scrap. It was 766 before I moved anything. It's outrageous. So they're kind of holding us hostage there because they know we want to save the scrap. They know we want to save the flux. But let's go to the atom shop and we'll look at the other things that we get. Now, for me, I'm not going to say this is pay to win or otherwise. So you get the outfit, the emotes, the scrap box, the icons, whatever. Scrap box, absolutely worth it. Tent, really cool. I like it. Remember, scroll wheel and then T to place it, and it goes much closer to things than bases do, which is pretty neat, than camps do. And secondary point, you can fast travel to it. It's on the map along with my camp. Very cool. I do like that aspect of it a lot. What I don't like and what I want to see changed, and because I see this tent as a competitive thing with Red Dead Online, because your camp in Red Dead is a little tent type setup. So I think they're trying to be competitive with that. With that is what I think. Because Red Dead's coming out soon, which is where I'll be. But I would like to see this customizable. I would like to see the tent being able to be changed. I would like to see a few other things, maybe a bit bigger. It's not big enough. It's like 2 squares. So 1 by 2 if you're building like a camp. I would like to see it bigger. I would like to see it customizable. I would like to see it like 1 by 3 or like 2 by 4 or 2 by 3, something a bit bigger. Get your money's worth. And again, I think I did mention you get 1,650 atoms a month as part of being the membership. That's kind of the only thing that makes it like decent. I would like to see that at 2,000. I would like to see this hyped a little more. I wanna know that I'm getting my money's worth. I'm subscribing to it. I have a membership to it because I want these things and I enjoy these things. So my biggest two complaints are, again, I'll say, one, they need to have the private server as an additional option. They also need to have an option to increase the server size for an additional amount of money. And then they need to juice it up a bit more, the rest of the things. Like, atoms are nice, but if I want atoms, I'm going to buy atoms. As you guys know, I've probably spent $200 on atoms. I don't care. I like the vanity. I've always liked the vanity. The reason I'm not playing right now is because of the constant lack of support with Vault 94. That's what I don't like. I would like to see the raids and stuff become what they want, like what they said they become is what I want to see. But for me, this is cool. I enjoy it. I enjoy the scrap box. I think it's freaking amazing. I think it's worth the money alone. Like I said, I think this is something that people will want to keep up with. The only complaint I have about the scrap box is it does not hold bulk items. Not like it matters, but you then, like, if you're collecting bulk things, you're going to break them back down to normal and shove them in the scrap box. I think bulk should be part of it, personally. And I mean, that's about all the thoughts I have. Again, we're gonna say pay to win, whatever, you know. I see mainly the loudest, like the bigger channels saying it's pay to win. I see a lot of hate from big influencers about what this is, but the audience is out there. You know, there's a lot of smaller channels that cover this game. That's great. I think it's amazing. I think it needs to keep happening. But there's nothing wrong with Fallout if you enjoy it. It's the eye of the beholder for sure. It's never gonna be pay to win to me. The only thing that I would like to see is, and I've heard a few other people say this, is like the community features, the features that the community request should not have to be paid for features. Some of these things need to be put into the game, part of the game. Examples: wallpapers, scrap box, the survival tent. All this stuff that's now part of the members fee is stuff that was community requested, and it shouldn't all have to be paid for. It's absolutely overdone. And while I applaud Bethesda for being competitive with the Fortnite beast, I definitely think that they should keep an outreach of the game for beyond this core group of players that have stuck with it, myself included. I know I've not played it lately, but I would like to see it become a big deal again. I would like to see this Wastelanders patch hit hard. I would like to see the NPCs, all this stuff. Like, it needs to be just part of the game. We shouldn't have to pay for all these things. And again, I hope they edit the fact of the server to where you can choose for members Fallout First to either have a server or not have a server. 8 slots at the end of the day is not a big deal to me. There's nothing I really would do on a private server that I wouldn't do on a public server, especially now that they've changed the griefing, the PvP griefing, they removed survival mode. I just don't care. I mean, I have this whole server to myself, at least I should, and it's great, but see, yeah, everybody's in the private servers these days, so. And can you even just join? I guess you can, I don't know. You probably have to ask permission. I don't know how that works. Another thing they need to fix, the daggone friends list. Give me a break. Let me see if I can join on my buddy real quick. No, I don't want to interrupt him. I'm sorry, Sinister, you might be filming, actually. We'll mess with that another time, guys. But again, my final thoughts, it's cool. It's not pay to win. And it's not pay to play. I wouldn't even say it's pay to enjoy. It's just, if you want it, get it. End of story. My first impressions, again, I like the tent. I like the scrap box. I don't care about the private server. I don't mind the boost of atoms. I would like to see members, like the members first, the Fallout First club, if you call it that, kind of boost it more. It needs to be made to a bigger deal. Like, these are people that have paid for the game, have paid for atoms like myself. I bought the game for $80. I've spent $200 or $300 on atoms. Now I'm in the members first club, or the Fallout First club. Jesus, freaking whatever. It's late. Leave me alone. Fallout First. Like, they need to put us as customers, as consumers, on a higher pedestal. They need to make this a bigger deal than what it is. It's not quite enough to be worth it as a permanent thing. Maybe I paid for the year in advance, but I don't have that kind of money, Bethesda. Who the frick does right now? I can't pay out $100 right now, and with the state tax where I live, it wound up being 110. So it's not going to happen. And like, I mean, if I really came back to it, I would consider it. But no, it needs to be made a bigger deal. It's not quite enough of a honeypot, and it needs to be. Like people need to get roped into it more. Like we definitely need to be turned into a bigger deal. So those are my final thoughts, guys. I'm sorry if I rambled. Again, scroll wheel T to place the tent. Y'all enjoy. Have fun in the wasteland by yourself, because now there's private servers and no one's going to play public anymore. So y'all take care. Have a great night.